You've made extra $90 without your money. In one of my videos, I talked about trading CFD, contract for difference. In that first part, I assumed that there is no leverage, meaning that you go to the CFD broker, you pay the full money, and you place a bet. In this video, I want to explain the concept of leverage, and I'll give an example with mortgage. Let's assume that you want to buy a property, and the price of that property is $100,000. At that point, you have two options. Option one is to walk to your bank, fill a transfer form, and make a transfer of $100,000 to the seller. Option two is to have got good credit reports. I will approach my bank and get a facility that the bank would ask you to bring equity, which is 10 to 40%, depending on the country that you're watching this from. Let's choose an average. Say 20% is the equity. You drop $20,000, the bank gives you $80,000 balance. You take that full money and buy that property. You've gotten your first property now, $100,000 property, massive building, your dream property. So you moved into that property. The first 1 month, you're trying to set it up, your living room, your children's room. You want it to have a certain aesthetics. You're still trying to get familiar with that property. Then someone came with an offer that you cannot resist. The person says to you that, I like your property. I want to offer you $200,000 to buy it. Like, you bought it $100,000. You've only stayed there 3 months, and the person is offering you $200,000. So as a smart investor, you're likely to say, okay, you sold it to that person at $200,000. You go back to the bank, say, I want to break up this loan and pay off everything right now. You'll pay the $80,000 principal and maybe another $5,000 or $10,000 interest on top of it. So you paid the bank $90,000. You still have $110,000. What you have done in that equation is to use the bank's money as leverage. You made profit from a loan that you took from the bank. That's exact same way that it works within CFD. Let's say the volume or the value of your trade is $1,000. You've only contributed $100 as equity. The broker gave you $900. So you placed a trade with $1,000, made 10% of that. 10% of $1,000 is 100. If you had used your $100, 10% of your $100 would have been $10. You've made extra $90 without your money. That is one of the things that makes CFD very exciting.